Hi guys, this is Liz. I wanted to do some more advanced solving equations. So the last video ended with some pretty hard ones, um, and so I wanted to backtrack just a little. Excuse me. Make sure you have this PowerPoint printed. All right, a couple of concepts I wanted to make sure you understood was the difference between an expression and an equation. Notice the difference between these two guys. An expression does not have an equal sign. An equation does. Okay? So you cannot solve an equation. You can only solve an equation. You can simplify an expression. All right, so those are the two big things I just wanted to show you there. All right, steps. So I kind of alluded to them in the last video, but then I wrote them out here. Our goal here is to isolate the variable, to get the ABCs to equal the 1, 2, 3s, the variable to equal a number, and to do that, we're going to undo the equation using opposite operations. Some of the opposite operations are multiplication and addition, and then addition and subtraction. Okay, not everything will have fractions and decimals. You know, but it is a possibility. Fractions you'll use the least common denominator. Decimals you use like times 10 or times 100 or times 1,000. Some things, as you've seen, you'll have distribution, and then you got to combine like terms, add or subtract the constants, and then multiply or divide the coefficients. Actually, I'm going to take these off right here because I think it might confuse you just a little. All right, for this right here, our whole point is to get this ABCs to equal to 1, 2, 3. All right, we need X to equal a number at the end. That's our goal here. Okay, so I always deal with the X's first. So this 2 is a positive 2, okay? And I'm going to subtract it because it's like the 2 is being added. And the opposite of addition is subtraction. So I have that 5 left over. And then 5x minus 2x. I'm not going to put the 2x into the 7 because a constant and something with a variable, they can't talk. Okay, I'm going to put the 5x and the 2x together. So 5 minus 2 is a 3 minus 7. So now that's what I have. Okay, and this 5 over here is a normal number. It's a constant. So I need to move this 7 over there to the other side, but it cannot cross the equal sign unless you do opposite operations. And the opposite operation of this subtraction is addition. So that's why I'm going to add 7 to both sides. 3x equals 5 plus 7 is 12. Okay, and that 3 is being multiplied. So I'm going to divide. So I get 12 divided by 3 is 4. And I can check. So 5 times 4 is 20. And 20 minus 7. 20 minus 7 is 13. Okay, and then 2 times 4 is 8. 8 plus 5 is 13. So I am right. All right, let's do another one. Okay, again, I always, me personally, like the x to be on the left, the letter left, and then the number on the right. So I'm going to move this 9x over. He's positive, okay? So it's like he's being added. So I'm going to subtract because you always do adding and subtracting first, and then you do my multiply and divide. So 9x minus 9x is 0, and I'm going to bring down that negative 4. So 6 minus 9, you have $6 in your pocket, but you owe me $9. So you owe me $3 more, and then we have that 8, right? And then that negative 4 on the other side, he's a constant. He's a regular number, so I need to move this 8. Okay, so that those go away, and then these guys can talk. I'm not going to put the 8 over here because he is an x. All right, so negative 4 minus 8. You owe me $4 and you owe me $8. So now you owe me $12. You're taking me to lunch. I'm going to bring down my negative 3. All right, that negative 3 is being multiplied. I'm going to do the opposite operation of multiply, which is divide. So negative 12 divided by negative 3 is positive 4. And that's my answer. And I can check it if I want. Let's do another one. Okay, this guy requires us first to combine some like terms before we do some adding and subtracting. So we have a 3c and a c on the same side of the equal sign. So 3c, and remember this is like a 1. 3c minus 1 is a 2c. We've got minus 7 equals 5c plus 1. And I always like my letters on the left, so I'm going to move this 5c over. Excuse me. He can't move over unless he changes operations. So that's why he changes to a subtraction, because it's like he's a plus. 2c minus 5c. You have $2 in your pocket, but you owe me $5. Now you still owe me $3. Bring down my 7. All right, this 1 right there is a regular number, so I'm going to move this 7. But you move it by opposite operation, so opposite operation of addition, of subtraction is addition. I get negative 3c equals 8. Okay, and then that negative 3 is being multiplied, so the opposite of multiplication is division. So I want to divide both sides by negative 3. So I get negative 8 divided by 3. Okay, a couple of things I want you to understand are, I don't know how well this is going to work. Let's see. 3c minus 7 minus c equals 5c plus 1. That equation is equal to this equation right here. 2c minus 7 equals 5c plus 1. Those two equations are also equal to this equation. Negative 3c minus 7 equals 1, which is also equal to this equation. Negative 3c equals 8. All right, all four of these guys are equal equations. Excuse me. Just so, just information for you. All right, here we have distribution. Okay, so I'm going to need to distribute that 3. Okay, and this says start the distribution. That says stop the distribution. So let me write this x plus 3 equals 3 times 3 is 9. 6 times 3. So we get negative 18 because it's a negative 6. I like my letters on my left. So I need to move this 9. He's positive, so I'm going to do opposite operation, which is subtraction. So I get negative 18. I'm just bringing my stuff down that I'm not using. X minus 9. So there's an invisible 1 right here. You have $1 in your pocket, and you owe me $9. So now you still owe me $8 plus 3. All right, so we have a negative 18 on this side, the regular number. So we need the other regular number over, and he's being added. So we need to subtract. Negative 8 x equals, so you owe me $18, you owe me 3 more dollars. You owe me $21. So we're going to divide by negative 8 because he's being multiplied. And the opposite of multiplication, separation, division. So negative divided by negative is a positive. So we're just going to get a positive 21 over 8. 21 is divided by 3, but 8 can't divide by 21 can divide by 7, but 8 can't divide by 7. So we're done. Let me double check this. It looks good. Okay, so this was kind of like the problem we already did. Let's combine these like terms. So we get 0.5r minus 0.06r equals 0.2 plus r. Okay, I like my letters on my left. So I'm going to subtract this r. That's like a 1. Okay, so this says right here, it says 0.5 minus 1r. All right, so 1/2, which is 0.5, minus 1. So 1/2 minus 1, that's a negative 0.5r minus 0.06. Right here, there's no r. I don't know why I put an r there. I make silly mistakes all the time. So just let me know if I make them. 0.2. 0.2 is a regular number. It's a constant. And this 0.06 is also a constant. So he's being added. He's being subtracted. And the opposite operation of it is addition. 0.06. So in my calculator, I'm going to do 0.2 plus 0.06. 0.26. Okay. So I combined these two guys and I brought down the 5. Okay. That negative 0.5, he's being multiplied, right? I need to do the opposite operation, so I'm going to divide. And so in my calculator, I'm going to do 0.26 divided by negative 0.5. Okay, and I get negative 0.52. Okay, I'm not going to ask you one that hard. Let's skip it. All right, good. Okay, so I'm not going to ask you one this hard. And the next video, I'm going to talk about different kinds of answers that you can get. So I'll see you in the next video.